Hey everybody, what's up? It's Caden here, and we are diving in to the Daily Playbook. It's day 13, and we're starting with a quote by Ellen DeGeneres. Find out who you are and be that person. That's what your soul was put on this earth to be. Find that truth, live that truth, and everything else will come. Now that is a powerful quote by Ellen, because Ellen came out at a time when it was extremely difficult to be open about your sexuality. And she lost her show not long after coming out. And it was probably a very painful time for her. I can only imagine what that was like, to have this show. It's a hit show, and then when you come out, you lose that show. It must have been very, very painful. And what's beautiful about this is her bravery had ripple effects all across the world. Because she was brave and was honest about who she was, other people felt like they could be honest too. And it's so amazing because now it's come full circle and she's more successful than she's ever been. And people all around the world love Ellen because she is funny and she's herself and she's authentic and she's caring and she connects. And I think that we can all learn a lesson, whether you're bi, gay, straight, anything. You can learn a lot from this example of being boldly yourself. So instead of putting on a show for other people, I think it's very important that you just be you and let that be enough. I know for a long time I felt like I had to be somebody else. I felt like who I wasn't good enough. I felt like people wouldn't like me if I was fully myself. I was scared because I'm gay, and I was scared for a really long time to be honest and open about that and to share that with other people. And I feared what I would lose. But the truth is, when you are fully yourself, you gain so much more. You were put here to be you. That's what the quote says, and it's so true. You were put here just to be yourself. And if you don't offer who you are to the world will be robbed of you. Imagine getting to the end of your life and you haven't been yourself. You've been performing for other people. You've been putting on a show. You've been trying to please other people. It's exhausting. And at some point, either you're going to crack under that pressure, or you're going to be celebrated for something you're not, which can hurt just as bad, if not even worse. I know in the past, when people have liked me for the character I was playing, it hurt really bad, because I always had to wonder, like, would they like me if they really knew my truth? Would they really like me? And the truth is, not everyone's going to like you when you're really yourself, when you're totally honest about yourself. I've lost friends before when I was younger, and when I came out at 18, I lost a lot of my dearest friends. And it was a really, really painful period. I lost family members, I lost friends, I felt very lonely. I moved to Los Angeles, and it was a very, very, very hard time. And I only share this because my truth, being honest about who I was, turned a lot of people off. And that's okay, because what came in the wake of that was real connection, authentic friendships, deep relationships. And it means more to me now to be connecting on that level, that deep level, than, feeling like I got to put on a show or feeling like I have to be a different person to get someone to like me. Like, I never would want to go back to that. And for a lot of people out there, I think they still struggle with this, especially when you're growing up. Like, you struggle with, being afraid to speak your mind or tell your truth. but I just want to encourage all of you to do that. So in the question and action for today, it asks, are you honest about who you are with the world? Do you hide hobbies or interests? Do you cover parts of yourself, worried about what other people will think? How can you live more boldly? So this is a question that you'll write your thoughts down, maybe on a piece of paper, but you can ask yourself these things. Are you honest about who you are? Do you hide certain things about yourself because you're scared of what other people will think? Even those two questions, I mean, those are really powerful questions to ask. And if you notice that you are hiding some of your hobbies or hiding different parts of you to appease other people or to make other people like you, you're not being real, and you're not giving them the opportunity to have a genuine connection with you. And you're also robbing yourself of the opportunity of just being yourself. And that last question, how can you live your life more boldly? That's a question we can all ask ourselves, right? We can ask ourselves, what can I do to live a little more boldly, to be a little bit more me in the world? And that can be a really fun answer. So I look forward to hearing how you enjoy this practice. I'm going to do this again with all of you. I think that this is a really, really good one to ask yourself. How can you live a little more boldly? Face those fears. Be fully yourself. And drop the masks. Drop the facades. Just be 100% you.